Right, hello everybody, this is Harry J. Martin and welcome back to some more BeamNG.drive. In today's video I've got quite an interesting vehicle mod that we're going to be checking out. Yeah, you are actually looking at it, believe it or not. This is the hay bale sport. Yes, that's what it's actually called. This thing is essentially a hay bale with wheels and a covert engine. Now, that in itself doesn't sound all that interesting, aside from the fact that it's a hay bale with an engine on it. Quite interesting to drive. The covert engine gives this thing way too much power, realistically. I mean, you know, hay bales are not exactly light. I mean, you know, I don't think I've ever tried picking one up, but I doubt I could. But they're also a lot lighter than a car, from what I can tell. It is just a load of dried grass. They're not exactly the densest of objects. That's, oh god. So it accelerates really quite well. I'm going to kind of try and realign myself with this little straight around here again, and I'll just give it some boot. And it does actually pull to the right a little bit. I'm not quite sure why that is. But yeah, as you can see, it accelerates really quite well. The problem comes when you try and kind of take a corner in this thing. I'm going to go get on the brakes here, full right lock, and yeah, you can see we really had to actually slow down before it started actually turning. This thing does suffer from understeer quite a lot. I can imagine that's because, well, you know, there's pretty much no weight on those front wheels there. This thing is actually quite good for wheelies. If you can kind of bounce the front up, you can actually pull a really nice little wheelie with this thing. I'm trying to take a corner with any of the versions. We do have a few, actually, versions we're going to be checking out, but all of them suffer from the same understeer and then kind of snap oversteer as well. I mean, this thing's worse than an MR2. It's really quite bad. Yeah, there you go, there's the wheelie that I was on about, but yeah, the lack of suspension as well. We're going to take it along this lovely lovely bumpy road here, which, you know, anything other than a supercar would be absolutely fine along. It would be bumpy and rattly, but you'd make it. This thing, yeah, it's not quite the same story. It's somehow flipped us around, actually, so try and realign ourselves. Turning circle's not great. I mean, for a bloody hay bale, I would suspect the turning circle to be quite good, but apparently not. Anyway, come on. Yep, you can really see what I mean here. We're probably better off on the grass, to be honest. Oh, and there we go. Just about back on the middle of the road. Oh, no, it's not happening, is it? Actually, I wonder if this thing floats. I don't know where the science is behind that, but if it does float, it'll be quite cool. It didn't float. But, you know, I've been quite harsh on it. It will get you from A to B if you're very, very careful with it. I can imagine someone's probably done something like this in real life. Maybe not with a hay bale because, well, scientifically speaking, unless this hay bale had been, like, dipped in, like, concrete, I don't think this would be feasible, let's say. Anyway, we're on the straightaway here, so let's see what speed we can get this thing up to. It's not the longest of straights, but yeah, we've got another, I don't know, 100 yards or something. Up into 5th gear, and we're going to hit these stones here at about 115 miles per hour. And as you can see, it doesn't deform, but, you know, it will lose its various parts. As you can see, the engine has disappeared somewhere over here. Yeah, there we go. And the wheels, I don't think they really detach, but they do, you know, break. You can see that one there is looking quite sorry for itself. And the exhaust has come off as well. Now, I've had a little play around with this, but I haven't actually checked out if there's a first-person view. I'm really hoping there is, so... Oh, yeah. This is just... Oh, this is class. All you can see is just, like, the steering wheel and just, like, hay. It's almost just like being sat on top of a hay bale, apart from it's moving, which is slightly disconcerting, but, you know... Although the engine sounds a lot more, like, mean. Oh my gosh. Okay, yep, there's the understeer and the oversteer. We're coming up to the road that we bounced along earlier. I want to see what this looks like in the first-person view. Here we go. It's just... Oh, there's the wheelie. Oh, God. We haven't tipped yet, though. We're doing quite well in that regard. Okay. No, that was close. Okay. There we go. One thing I must say though is, you know, they go to the effort of putting like a fancy racing wheel on this, but then the seat is just like a crate that's been cut up and just like shoved in the top of the hay bale. Do we have... Oh. Oh, where is it? Ah! Oh, God. Oh, that was short-lived. Oh, no, I'm in the water again. Oh, that looked quite funny with the with the cinematic guys just under the water. Tiny bit more driving. I'm sorry, it's just too funny in this camera. It's just a fucking A-bale. Oh, God, like, floor it, go on. Yeah. That real, like, throaty four-cylinder there, just propelling it along. It's just... it's such a remarkable spectacle. It's just a hay bale going down the road. But to say how hard this thing is to control, I think I'm doing quite a good job of keeping it in a straight line, like on the road in this camera. Okay, there we go. Yeah, look at that. It's just... oh, God, no, hang on, I've cocked it up. Oh, that's a pole. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, okay. This, yeah, this is the port. I'm still getting used to this map. Like, they kind of merged the port and industrial site into one map. It made a real good job of it, but there's just a few roads I haven't actually been on yet, which does make things a little bit interesting. It's strangely fun driving it like this. I don't know why. It's just something that mixed with the, oh my gosh, the kind of open top feel to it, and the fact that it's just a hay bale. I don't know. Something is quite fun about this. Oh, no. Okay. There we go. And round. Oh, that's a drop. Oop. Ah. Now, we do unbelievably have a race version of this, as I mentioned earlier. It's got a rear wing, which I find to be hilarious, to be honest. It also has racing slicks, and it's got a very improvised front splitter on there, which, owing to how cool the wing looks, seems to be a bit of an afterthought, but, you know. And judging from that intercooler there, this thing is also turbocharged, which is surely a recipe for death. These wheels seem to give it more traction than it needs, in the sense that it will tip quite easily, and yeah, with this racing seat and the wing, I am really struggling to... there we go. Oh my gosh. Really struggling to see anything. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful wheelie there. I want to see if we can get it to kind of hold. I hope it doesn't change up into second, and then we should be alright, actually. Yeah, there we go. That wasn't too bad at all. And into the tyres. Now, in terms of how this thing actually handles, it's not bad. It does feel a little bit go-kart-like, and I suppose it has all of the go-kart characteristics, apart from a low centre of gravity, which is kind of what allows go-karts to corner so quick and tightly. This thing, you know, it does have most of the other characteristics. It just doesn't have the low centre of gravity, which makes it a little bit of a handful getting around the corners, like that, for example. Although that was actually quite a clean 360. Anyway, that will do for today's video on the Bale Sport. If you did enjoy, please do consider dropping a like or perhaps a subscribe, and I shall see you all in the next video you watch, provided it's one of mine. Goodbye.